Disclaimer, I am not a lawyer. The Hangover is a Warner Brothers Pictures film and belongs to Legendary Pictures, Warner Brothers, Green Hat Films, and their respected owners. This film is in accordance to the copyright law and follows the 5 points of the fair use clause in the copyright law.
Children.
Hit me! Let's put a smile on that face.
Why can't we remember a goddamn thing from last night? Because we obviously had a great time.
I looked everywhere. Nobody's seen Doug. He's not here.
Oh, shit.
We lost Doug.
We'll search the car for clues.
What is this, a snakeskin?
Ew! It's wet! Oh, God! Oh, my God! What is going on?
On June 5th, how do you solve a mystery?
Whose baby is that?
We'll deal with the baby later.
Phil, we're not gonna leave a baby in the room. There's a fucking tiger in the bathroom.
When you don't have a clue.
Best little chapel, you know where that is?
It's at the corner of Get a Map and Fuck Off.
From the director of Old School.
Where is he? What the hell?
I think we're looking for the same guy.
Go!
Some guys
I'll tell you one thing, you look seriously happy here, man.
just can't handle Vegas.
We should come back next week and take the whole city down. Next week's no good for me. The Jonas Brothers are in town. Any week after that, it's totally fine.
Let's steal a cop car, because it'll be really funny.
Not up in here!
Not up in here!
You don't know if tigers like pepper. Tigers love pepper. They hate cinnamon.
Hey, sweetie, it's okay.
And cough.
Oh, my God!
Why couldn't you be the one missing?
Why couldn't you be the one missing?
That was awesome!
Why are you beating us up? And why were you in our trunk naked?
You said he was your lucky charm, and you want to take him home with you.
Well, I did that.
Lucky charm.
Oh, it's just funny.
Fuck you.
Hey everyone, and thanks for tuning in to this week's movie review of The Hangover. Well, this is gonna be short. Why? Because this movie is good and I have nothing witty to say about it or much to pick at for that matter. The director of Old School, Todd Phillips, brings us this year's best comedy so far in the form of 4 friends that go out to Vegas and turn their experience into a mystery that unfolds backwards. The Hangover tells the story of 4 friends heading out to Vegas for a weekend of fun to throw their friend a bachelor party on the weekend of his wedding. At some point during their first night of partying, they become so hammered that they wake up to a hotel room in carnage, with the fiancé missing and no memory of what happened the night before. It then becomes the mission of the 3 leftover friends to find their missing friend, recall the night, and get everything in order before the wedding. And of course, chaos ensues during this mystery and misadventure. Now, the most interesting thing about this movie is the fact that it's part mystery, like some kind of detective movie, as the 3 friends have to do some investigation throughout the movie in order to get answers, and the audience is also taken on this ride to unwrap the mystery. To boot, this mystery works backwards with the 3 characters that are completely clueless, unlike your traditional mysteries. The movie also has strong performances from the entire cast, and Bradley Cooper, Ed Helms, Zach Galifianakis, and Justin Botha worked stunningly together to make a convincing group of friends. All 4 men really made it seem like they were really friends, and they did an excellent job making your average run-of-the-mill people look funny. These weren't funny characters inserted into odd situations. These were normal and confused people inserted into odd situations, which made it all the more humorous, except for Zach Galifianakis, who is the exception to the rule when talking about these characters being humanly normal. Speaking of Zach Galifianakis, he pulls off his role of random stupidity surprisingly well. He kinda plays a Will Ferrell-like character in this movie, except Zach Galifianakis is actually funny, which makes a big difference. Aside from that, performances were good for the rest of the cast. Dialogue was fair as far as comedies go, the story was engaging and interesting, and the vulgar humor usually hits the mark for the majority of the times. Now, I for one am a big fan of vulgar humor, but the movie tends to show or do vulgar stuff for the sake of doing it. Sometimes you'll have interesting moments, and then it seems like the movie decides to take a pause to throw a dick joke or show a ball sack before getting back to bases. While this isn't much of a big deal, it does tend to be a little annoying, because it had no reason to be there in the first place, and it was almost as if the filmmakers were doubting the attention span of the audience. Aside from that, the rest of the movie is pulled off well, and if this movie's funny mystery tale doesn't make you laugh, then its interesting cast of main characters will. The Hangover gets an 8.5 out of 10.